starting to plant some things today. We've got great weather. We're supposed to have rain this afternoon, so I'm going to try and take advantage of that to not have to water my yard, basically is what I'm trying to do. I'm starting to get the seeds going. I'm sitting down on the ground here. This trellis we used last year for tomatoes, which when I figured out that the previous trellising way I was doing wasn't going to support the tomatoes, we put this up. This is a 7-foot T-post and then just some fencing. I think it's 4-foot fencing. And I have it probably about 18 inches off the ground starting. But like I said last year, my tomatoes were already going and I had already started to trellis them, but the weight of them was not working with the trellising support system that I had used last year. As you can see, I've got a same setup on this one, and then there's another one right over here, and they go about 12 to 14 feet that way, and that's how many tomatoes that I had there last year. This area here used to be an 8-foot raised bed. The wood started deteriorating. You can see just the last little vestiges of it there, and I pulled some more out there. But when the wood started to deteriorate, and last year when I wanted to try the Eden garden method, we basically just ended up dumping dirt in the yard to make it. Right here was another bed that is full of strawberries. There was another bed, and I had 3 feet in between there and here so we could mow the grass. And then there's another bed, and then there's the other bed you saw the other day that on the other side of that is where my sedums are. But back to my radishes, I've got 3 different kinds of radishes and 3 different kinds of beets, and I think I'm going to do 3 rows each in these sections right here. What I'm doing here is using my hori knife. It's got measurements on it, and the seeds should be placed about 3 inches apart. So what I'm doing is moving the knife and then putting down my seeds. Currently I'm planting I just planted some peas, and I'm going to be planting some carrots, beets, and radishes as well. And I'm going to put them underneath these trellises because hopefully they will be done and harvested before I need to put my tomatoes out. I haven't even started my seedlings yet. This is still in my area because of where I'm at. I get a lot of differing dates for my last frost date, anywhere from April 14th to May 15th. But I live kind of right on the river valley, so that can kind of make it like a microclimate. I sometimes have a little bit warmer area right where I'm at, as opposed to what the last frost dates typically say. But I'm gonna try and get my seeds in here before it rains. Here's the fence right here, and just underneath it is where I've planted the seeds. You can just start to see the row right through here. This is what's in that row. Please don't ask me to pronounce that. I know I'm going to butcher it horribly. And then just behind me, right through here, I planted these. And as you can tell, both of them are for Baker Creek. I haven't actually tried either of these varieties, but I've had some sugar snap peas before. Now to finish off the beets, I'm just loosening up the soil here again. Usually I've grown tomatoes in this area for a long, long time, and the tomatoes, always closest to this composter, just are beautiful. I'm almost sad that I'm going to take it out, but it just takes up too much space. It's got about a 3-foot square, well, not square, but a 3-foot square foot footprint, and I can put a few more vegetables in it. And I've got a new composting area set up against the fence back here, so I'm gonna eventually take that out. Another 5 inches. And Ruby Queen. Miss Monroe. As I'm saying, it recommends these be planted 4 to 6 inches apart, but I'm going to go ahead and plant them a little closer because I like the greens to put in my smoothies and salads. So thinning them out won't be a problem. So there you have it, a little bit of how I'm going to be planting my beets, radishes, and peas. And I'm going to get on to putting the carrots in here in just a few minutes. Well, I forgot to hit the play button, a record button, so I missed planting all of my carrots, but I will show you what I planted and how that looks. So right here I have a purple dragon carrot, and I planted my rows vertically because where this is at is on the edge of a slope in my yard. So I don't want the rain to pick up the seeds and carry them downhill. So this is about 2.5 feet from end to end here. And I have 5 rows. So purple dragon, lunar white, which is a white carrot, Berculum, which is an orange carrot, Amarillo, which is a yellow carrot. This is an Indian carrot, so if I butcher it, I'm sorry. Push Radira. It's supposed to be very, very good juicing carrot, so I like to juice, or not so much juice, but NutriBullet, which is sort of juicing with all the fiber. And then this is a black Spanish, which is a little spicier. But and that is the front of where I'm going to be planting tomatoes along this trellis here. So standing at the other end of my garden, looking back that way. Driveway is just on the other side of that little slope over there. This is going to be all carrots. And then we'll go over here. Try not to trip on my twine here. And then down here, peas, beets, no, radishes, and then beets. So we've got yummies. And I'm going to get inside before it starts raining. Y'all have a good day now.